Good morning, St. Lucia. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Chayla Mendez, and you're watching This Morning here on DBS. Now, I'm certain that you're seeing a very familiar face here on set with me today, and I'm very pleased to have Mrs. Francis on with me, and she's a woman behind Francis Rubs, which is known throughout St. Lucia just for its healing purposes, the wonders that it does. And listen, Miss Francis, she is just such a people's person, and her love and care for people is really one of the things, and I think one of the driving forces behind her amazing product. She's family to us here at DBS, so you know what? Welcome home. How are you today?
Okay, I'm all right. I'm holding on.
And I'm so happy that you could join us today because you have, in this small packaging, it does such amazing things. So just let St. Lucia know a little bit more about your Francis Rub.
Okay, my Francis Rub. My name is Frances Sevre from Lage Babano. I'm the one who doing the local fixing of the Francis Rub. And I went to that Francis Rub because of my grandson. He had a cold and it was so bad where I started doing it for him so that he could get better. He get better. My daughter had a friend at work. She bought some for her and she said it works so well. She was going to Canada. She told me she wanted some. I did it for her and I gave it to her. By giving it to her, she said it worked wonders. The rest, I took it and I went on the street and sell. People have been buying it and they told me it's working so good. And the first business place who took it, it was Abdamwan Bakery. Then after that, I went to Emancy and Emancy decided to take it. And they told me I need to get a label. I went through all my process to get it. I did and I got through. Thanks God.
And you know what? I realized too that this is truly your labor of love because it's 6 years now, well, come October, that this will be in existence. And it does take a lot of work. And, you can never doubt the healing powers of nature because if you're not aware, St. Lucia, it's also organic.
Yeah.
So can you let us know what exactly is in your rub?
In my Francis Rub have lard, soft kernel, red lavender, eucalyptus oil, white lavender, and other stuff, coconut oil, castor oil, and other stuff in it. It have 50 different products.
Great. And how did you learn? Because, here in St. Lucia, it's other people will say, rubs and ointments, but our local term is called a fixure. And, even growing up, you always hear the older persons talk about, if you have a cold, if you have aches, you need to make a fixture, if you have a baby who's ill. And I remember before I even met you, Miss Francis, that my father had a small tube before he even got, upgraded packaging. And my son at the time, maybe he was about 2 or 3, and he had a really bad head cold.
Okay.
And my father told me, look, use this. And once I did, it really, really helped, to get him better too.
In coming to that Francis Rub, it was this plastic I had, that was my first packaging. But then when I sit down and I watch my package, I said, no, I don't want this. I need to get something proper so that to lift up my Francis Rub. And I did.
Now, you know what? That's a great idea. And you know what this leads me to asking you as well, because with Francis Rub, with your company, you also have your philanthropic arm of it. Just recently, I read an article where you were at the homes, and giving. So let us know exactly the other initiatives that you do. So besides just making your rubs, there's so much to this lady. She's so amazing and so loving. And again, like I said, we're going to find out a little bit more about that side of her. So just tell us about the works that you do at the homes.
What I do at the home, I did a donation to them, and I do donation with my fiction for them twice for the year, April and December, because the month of December is very cold. They need a lot to use to rub the body. I give all the homes at that time, Christmas time. Right now I have to prepare for Christmas time to give them. I did a basket to all the homes, hamper. It was last month. And last year, but for this year, it was a little bit tough. My husband wasn't well. I could not do all what I had to do because he wasn't well. I promised to go to the homes to do body massage. I went to one in Lackberry already. I did body massage for them, and they appreciate. I'm preparing by next month, God spare my life, to go to at least 2 or 3 homes to do a little body massage with the product.
Nice.
But what I do, if I cannot go, I give them. The one Hospital Road, whenever it finish, I tell them call me. Any of the homes that I give the Francis Rub it finish, they can call me today or tomorrow. The moment I can get it to bring for them, I will bring. because I never miss a bit of Frances Robe home. When I drive, I have it. I go to church, I have it. I go into funeral, I have it.
Nice.
Because people know I have it.
You're always prepared. Great. And what's next for Frances Robe? What can St. Lucia look out for?
They can get me on my website. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, francesrob@gmail.com, francesrob24@gmail.com. You can get me on. You can get me on my phone number, 713-4162 489-3421. You can get me anytime. You can call me for the night. And I also do the body massage. I forget to tell you. I do the body massage with my product.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
so somebody can actually call you, purchase products, and
Yeah.
also have you do the body massage.
Imagine I have one to do today. Plus, next week, please God, I already called for. I do go to the people home. To me, I rather go straight to them and instead of walk when I finish with them.
Right.
They'll say their body maybe need a rest. So I go to them and I'm doing it. But I do charge.
All right, so St. Lucia, there you have it. So this is Miss Frances, and again, she's the person behind this magic fixture that we have here. That's amazing. As you can see, I told you from the start that she is just full of love for others. So clearly this has been expressed, and one powerful message, which I think everybody watching today should remember: we can create our own opportunities. Find something you love and you're passionate about and go for it. She's a living example. And of course, always be kind and caring to others. It's going to take you a long way. So listen, this is the end of this segment, but it's not the end of the show as yet. We'll see you soon. Good morning, St. Lucia. How are you doing today? I'm your host, Chayla Mendez, and I'm feeling really good because you know what? We are here with our friends from Courts, and last week, Friday, they featured their Courts Fashionista competition, and I'm here with the winner, Miss Georgie James, and you know, we're going to get all down to the action from day one, how she selected her piece, to the end, because let me tell you, she had an amazing model with an amazing piece, and it's no doubt, undisputed, that she deserved to win. So how are you doing today, Georges?
I am fine, thank you. It's great to be here. In terms of the competition, on the first day, when I heard about the competition, it was over a news report during the commercials. I decided, you know what, let me take my hand at it, try it. I don't really have the skills in terms of sewing, but I have an eye for detail. So I started thinking, okay, who's going to sew my dress? So I thought, okay, I'll use Charlene Lago, the local designer, to sew the dress. And then I decided next day I'll go down to Courts, get the forms, maybe look around, and the first thing that came to my head was a bed. So I entered Courts, the one in town on Chaussee Road, and there's this really albinos looking bed, strange looking kind of a bed upstairs as soon as you break the corner. I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to do this bed. And went home and started thinking, okay, how am I going to take this bed and transform it into an outfit? And I just thought of the sheets of the bed, especially the bottom of the bed, the ripple effect at the bottom of the bed. It really caught my eye. So I decided to use that as my inspiration in terms of fabric. So on my fabric, you have a lot of connections in terms of the boxes. You have boxes, and that will represent how the wood looks in terms of the bed. And then on the bed head and the legs, you had some carvings that were just straight lines and circles, and that's simple. Straight lines and circles. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do straight lines and circles down the center, and I'm gonna use pearls. And she's like, pearls? I'm like, yes. She's like, wouldn't it be so heavy on? I'm like, no, I want to use pearls. The pearls represent the stars in the night, and all that kind of a talk. At that point, you have no idea of what the dress is going to look like in terms of description or anything. But started drawing, coloring, got some feedback from different persons around me in terms of color and choice, in terms of the purple and the yellow and whatnot. And then in 2 days, the dress was done, and it was my turn now to do my piece on the dress. So I did the pearl design into the front. I did all of that. It took me about a day to do that. It takes a lot of patience. I like doing it though. And then model came in. It chose Lyric Dilemma to be my model, and I would like to say thank you to her for that. She did it willingly. She did a good job, great job actually.
You guys won.
Yes, she did a great job. And as soon as she placed the dress on her, it was as if We didn't even have to measure. It was like we didn't have to do any adjustments or anything. It was just made for her, and it looks beautiful. And from the time I saw the dress on her, my description started pumping out of my head. At 3 o'clock in the morning, I went to sleep. Description coming out of my head. So it was a great experience. One thing I enjoyed with the entire thing was the fact that we had so many designers and so many different pieces to choose from. Because persons choosing beds, chairs, dining room sets, and then the things that came out of it. So it shows you that St. Lucians have a lot of talent, and I was really surprised and in shock to know that I won out of all of them. I didn't go into the competition saying, okay, I'm going to win or anything. I'm just doing it to see how far I can reach with this and if my design will be accepted or whatever. And then winner George is like, what? No. Like, yes, you won. I'm like, oh, nice. So it was good. It was really good. I enjoyed that. To the other competitors, I want them to continue to design because I saw some really good things out there. Things I didn't even think of doing. They came up with it. So I want them to continue, keep it up, keep going. Hopefully I'll get to do the competition again. Next year I will enter again, see what happens. Use a different theme or whatever. And just one suggestion to courts to maybe have a regional competition with all the different winners from the different islands. And a little bit more cash, yeah. Yes, so that's it. But thank you to Courts for the opportunity. Thank you very much. It was all about the designer and her piece because they gave you a stipend to work with. You got a $200 stipend. You go around, you buy your cloth, you buy everything you need, and so you never had to put money from your pocket. So that to me that was really good. It was good, yeah.
All right, so again, we're here at Courts with Georges, who is our Courts Fashionista for 2016. And remember to check out our friends over at Courts because, again, as it says above, it's where great fashion is affordable.